Welcome back to the channel. Today we have something very special to share with you. In this video, we're going to be sharing the story of how the owners of Hawkhaven Winery, Todd and Kenna Worker, met, fell in love, and began their dream together of opening their own winery. So be sure to sit back, grab your favorite glass of wine, and join us on this very romantic and inspiring journey of how our winery began. So let's dive right in.
Hi, I'm Kenna Worker.
And I'm Todd Worker, and we're the co-owners of Hawkhaven Vineyard Winery. Kenna and I actually met in the farmhouse right out in front of the winery, and so I had the pleasure of meeting her right here on the Hawkhaven grounds.
Through a business associate of both of ours, we were introduced so that I could provide payroll services for Todd's business.
My first impression of Kenna was, wow, here's this beautiful girl who's now in my office, and I'm thinking to myself, like, she's too pretty to just be somebody that I have to do business with. And all I could think was, like, how can I get this girl out on a date?
Oh, that's so sweet. My first impression of Todd, as we were starting to get to know each other a little better, was good at everything, which to the point of kind of annoying. He can do everything, fix everything, knows everything, crazy work ethic, so much energy, and funny, very and fun. So our first date, Todd arranged that the person who had introduced us a couple of months earlier would invite me out for a drink at the Bellevue, actually. I didn't know this, but he showed up during our drink, and she finished her drink, stood up, and left. And that was our first date.
And that was our first date. For me, outside of our first date, I would say my second date with Kenna, where we had more time to kind of talk about each other and see each other's personality, where I found out just how witty she was, sarcastic she was, and that she was really just this really good person. Prior to getting engaged, I was playing a round of golf with Kenna's father and riding in the cart with him the entire day, finished our 18th hole, never asked him anything about marrying his daughter. And our way to the clubhouse, as he so eloquently referred to as the 19th hole, is when I asked him if I could marry his daughter. So very fitting that I had to wait until the very end of our round of golf.
So the last second?
Yes,
so
at the very last moment.
To maybe procrastinate something really
Put
important.
It off as long as possible.
Yeah. Our wedding, we were engaged for 2 years or so before our wedding, and we were signing a bunch of paperwork for starting Hawkhaven, borrowing money and doing all those things. And both of our sets of parents looked at us and said, you guys need to get married before you go into business together. So we wanted a very small wedding, and we chose the Ebbett Room in Cape May. We're going to have a very small dinner, immediate family, 15 or so people. We're going to get married, really easy, something on the beach. Again, both sets of parents came to us, the moms, I should say, and said, well, what does immediate family mean to you? So next thing you know, we are planning a regular wedding, not a small little affair like we were planning originally. We picked the place. We chose the band. We picked the cake, the menu. I bought my dress all in 2 days, and we got married 3 weeks later at Commerce on Cape. So we did our own invitations. Yeah. It was a lovely affair, 123 people. Todd and I have 2 daughters, Elin and Sema. Come on in, girls.
Come on in.
And just over here. Elin is our star basketball player, and Sema is a gymnast and a cheerleader. They're both very, very active in sports. They both do well in school. Some subjects better than others.
They're bright and bubbly little children. One that's very cerebral, likes to read books. Another one who's fun-loving, enjoys every moment of life.
And loves math.
Yeah.
So Elin and Sema have been involved in Hawkhaven since they were born, each of them. Elin, you've been working since before you were born.
Mm-hmm.
But they are always at the winery helping out, sometimes bussing tables, sometimes chit-chatting.
Never said I wanted to.
Never wanted to, no. All right, I think we're good with the girls.
Yay.
That went great.
When I met Kenna, I had been growing grapes for a number of years, and I had this idea, this plan, this dream of starting a winery and building something up. It was nothing like what Hawkhaven is today. Kenna came in, and what makes her so great, what makes us so great, is that we both bring something different to the table. She has this amazing ability to push things through, get things done that I'm not good at getting done. And so she pushed me to start executing, start moving a plan forward to make Hawkhaven. And without her, this would never have been anything. This wouldn't have gotten off the ground. So her involvement was the catalyst to make Hawkhaven what it is.
When Todd and I first started dating, he said that he had a vineyard and he was opening one. So we dated for a few months, and I was like, oh, wow, that's really exciting. And then the first September came, which, I mean, I think most people know to be harvest. And I was like, oh, well, where's the wine? Like, it's been a cycle, and I don't see any wine. He was like, yeah, about that. So there's the vineyard part, and then the winery part is a stack of paperwork. Yeah, I would say that I'm probably good at the stuff that Todd isn't. Although I've never tried to make wine, so who knows? I mean, I could be great at it. We'll never know.
And I've never tried to do the paperwork, so maybe I'm really good at that too.
You did. You have.
Did I?
Yeah, for years.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's great working together, because where one of us isn't as good at something, the other one kind of supports the other one and allows us to get through, allows us to complete it, allows us to be better at what we do, better at who we are. And I think that is shown in what Hawkhaven is. When you come here, you see it. There's the atmosphere, there's the vibe, there's these great grounds that you come out on, the wine, the employees that we have here. None of this is possible without both of us being involved in this project.
Yeah, I would say us working together is interesting. So when we started years ago, we would always talk about the yin and yang of our relationship, of our skill set, of our roles at Hawkhaven. So I think, we don't talk about it anymore as much, but it's definitely still there.
It's part of the logo.
Yeah.
That aspect of our differences, where one makes up the other one, the yin and yang logo of the two hawks, is and always will be part of what Hawkhaven is.
Yeah, if you can imagine, the label designer sat with us for a while to get to know us, and she quickly learned that we are, opposites in a lot of ways.
Polar opposites.
Polar opposites in a lot of ways.
It's like any partnership. It's going to take work. It's something that you have to every day think about and work to make yourself better at the relationship, for sure.
And that brings us to the end of two beautiful souls coming together, and not just in love, but in passion, and purpose, and beginning the creation of this wonderful winery. So as we conclude, we hope that this story has inspired you as much as it has inspired us. So until next time, keep dreaming, keep loving, and we will see you very soon in our next video.